Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby and I think I drew my lips on too big today. I'm like verging on that Muppet Janice territory. Today we're going to be talking about a Joe Fresh product. I reviewed, I think, one other Joe Fresh makeup product on my channel. A long time ago, it was the Stick Foundation and I really liked it. And today we're checking out another foundation. This is the HYDRA-STAY Liquid Foundation by Joe Fresh. I have mine in the shade Porcelain. Ooh, it says with argan oil. You can get Joe Fresh at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada and at the Real Canadian Superstore. Those are kind of the two main carriers of Joe Fresh products. I bought this at the Real Canadian Superstore and it cost me $14 Canadian. Just like last time, I'm having a hard time finding this on the internet. Right here on the back of the package, it says joefresh.com. When you go to the Joe Fresh website, there's just like their best of beauty, which I guess is their most popular products. Shows you a couple of things that they have, but it's nowhere near the whole line. So, I don't know. I'm sure if you want to order this online, you can find it on like an Amazon or an eBay or that sort of thing, but I'm hoping Joe Fresh someday has their products on their website, like most other brands do. But anyway, if you're in Canada, you can get these at Shoppers and at the Real Canadian Superstore. I'm not sure we can get them anywhere else. So with that said, we'll have to read the instructions on the back. It says, an ultra-moisturizing, lightweight, tinted formula that provides medium coverage with a demi-matte finish. So right there, that kind of tells me all I need to know. The package does have a pump, and I find the formula to be sort of thin, not watery, but definitely lightweight. So I like to apply most of my foundations with my hands because I do find that that's the best way to work it into my skin. So with that, I definitely find that I get kind of like light coverage. I don't find this to be medium coverage at all. But for the sake of it, on the second layer, I decided to build it up with a brush. And even though, because the formula is thin, it definitely left visible brush strokes, I got more coverage with a brush. So, long story short, you want more coverage with this product, you're going to have to apply it with like a brush or that sort of thing. But if you don't mind light coverage, I just use my hands. I do find that this product lasts a long time on me all day, but the big thing with this is I have sort of combo skin in the sense that, especially now that it's warmer outside, I get pretty oily in my forehead and down through the center of my face. I am a little bit drier on the tops of my cheeks, but not as dry as I used to be. And this foundation with argan oil in it is too oily for me. It looks alright, but it's just a little too much. Yesterday when I wore it all day for the demos for you here, I didn't powder it all day. I powdered under my eyes to set my concealer, but I didn't powder it. And right after I applied it at first, it was so shiny. I was reflective. So it looked like I had highlighter all over my face. So this sort of demi-matte finish that it says on the bottle, not true. Yeah, no. Very, very dewy. So if you like very dewy, you might like it. The nice thing about it, though, is that even though it was so dewy and so reflective and I got really oily throughout the day, I didn't find that my oil broke the foundation down. I just stayed really shiny and really oily all day. So today when I wore it, I decided to powder my face, which is not something I typically do, but this was so oily I did it anyway, and I found that I still got really oily. Like, I powdered my face, I was still shiny, and then I came home to shoot this video, and I got really oily through it. I had to powder again right before I shot this. But with that said, I would be interested for someone with super duper dry skin to try this. Because if I find that it's too oily for me, how would someone with really dry skin like it? So if you have really dry skin and you can like find this in a store near you, totally get it. I want you to try it and I want you to report back in the comments below. But for my skin type, I just find it to be a little bit too much. I don't like touching my face throughout the day and it feeling almost damp. Not tacky. It doesn't have a stick to it. But it's just, I want my skin to like set down and be sort of demi-matte like I thought this was going to be. And just not have to worry about taking my hand away from my face and there being like residue on it. I don't want to have to worry about that. Whereas with this, it's a little too oily for me. And not only that, but I found that upon immediate application, it wanted to cling to some of my drier spots, like especially in between my eyebrows here. It kind of lessened as my skin got oily throughout the day, but upon immediate application, it wanted to cling to some dry spots. That could just be me, but I'm not sure. Overall, it's not a terrible foundation. It's just got pretty light coverage, and I find it to be too hydrating for my skin. That's not really a negative. Too hydrating, I just don't need it. And I was hoping for something more matte because it does say demi-matte, right? Yeah, it does say demi-matte. and that's not true. It's not demi-matte. It's a decent price at the drugstore, but I do find that there are different drugstore foundations that I like better for my skin, like the Pro Glow or the Pro Matte by L'Oreal. And anyway, those are my thoughts on the Joe Fresh HYDRA-STAY liquid foundation. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. Have you ever tried any Joe Fresh Beauty? If you have, I'd love to hear about that as well. I'm just kind of dabbling into it myself. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you next time. Bye!